We're in the Tastemakers Panasonic kitchen. For our doggy bag segment, our executive chef Mike D'Angelo from Citrico's in Bradley Beach, New Jersey, is going to show us how to reheat and reinvent take-home food from your favorite restaurant. So what's in the doggy bag, Chef Mike?
Today we have, Lisa, some leftover shrimp and scallop.
Ooh, what are we going to do with this?
How about a seafood mac and cheese?
How about it? Let's do it.
All right, let's get started. We're gonna start by boiling some pasta first. We're gonna use some shells. I like to use shells because I love the way the sauce sticks right inside the pocket there.
Water's boiling. What's next?
Now we're gonna create the sauce for the mac and cheese.
All right, how do we do it?
Start by melting some butter. Add a teaspoon of flour.
Just to kind of thicken it?
Yeah, it thickens it up a little bit, make a little roux. Then we add our cream, salt and pepper.
Do you have to be careful with how much salt you add?
Yeah, you have to be careful with seafood because seafood tends to be salty sometimes, so you want to season your cream and your pasta accordingly. Once the cream comes to a boil, and a little simmer, not really boil,
okay,
we're gonna add some cheddar cheese and some fresh Parmesan cheese.
How much cheese do you put in there?
Mac and cheese, you can never go wrong. You put as much as you want. You notice the sauce, you see how thick it is? Mm-hmm. That's exactly what you're looking for. While the sauce is simmering, the pasta's cooking, let's chop up our shrimp. We're gonna, just a rough cut because we're gonna incorporate that with the macaroni, the sauce, and it gives it a nice flavor with the shrimp.
Now scallops?
We are gonna slice the scallops like in medallions, just like this here.
So this is going into the pasta too?
We're gonna put it right on top of the macaroni and cheese. And then when we bake them, you're gonna have this nice look with the baked scallops right on top. Next step, we'll add the shrimp to the sauce.
How long does it take to cook?
The sauce is already cooked, the shrimp is already cooked. It just simmers a little bit, and all we gotta do is just add the pasta. Okay, we drained our pasta. Now we're gonna add it to the cheese sauce. We mix our pasta in the cheese sauce, and now it's ready to be poured into our baking dish. After we layer the bottom of the baking dish with breadcrumbs, now we're ready to add the mac and cheese. This is a souped up mac and cheese.
Okay. Now the breadcrumbs, are they seasoned breadcrumbs or can you use
seasoned
plain?
breadcrumb? Yeah, you could use plain. It's up to your taste, but I like to season with a little bit pecorino romano, Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper. Now we're gonna take our sliced scallop and we're just gonna layer them right on top of the macaroni and cheese. Did you ever see macaroni and cheese like this before?
Never. This looks amazing.
Look at that. All right, just like that. We're gonna layer the top with some seasoned breadcrumbs. Now we're ready to put this in the Panasonic toaster oven. All right, this baked for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, that's it.
15 minutes.
And look at that, golden,
look at that.
Brown.
Golden brown.
It looks delicious.
It's beautiful.
You turned leftover shrimp and scallops into a seafood macaroni.
You could use it as a side dish or a main meal.
Thanks, Chef Mike.
You got it.
Thank you for joining us on Tastemakers. For complete recipes and additional clips not seen on this show, log on to mytastemakers.tv. You can also win a Tastemakers doggy bag, which includes dinner for two to Dino and Harry's, a night on the town courtesy of Hello Tickets, a flat-out beach blanket, and much more. Until we eat again, I'm Lisa Mateo.
Now, I can't have you in the car without asking to give me one of the greatest wah lines ever.
Let's see, one of the greatest wah lines ever. Well, after Hurricane Sandy, you know, some people were complaining that, you know, their car was floating down. It affected rich people, you know. And you know, if your yacht is in your swimming pool because of a hurricane, I can't feel sorry for you. You know, you'll bounce back probably. So a lot of people said that their cars were washed up and down the street and were floating. And for the rich people, I would be like, wah, my Escalade is floating up and down the street. Wah, wah, my brand new Jaguar just floated into the Hudson River. Wah. You don't want to hear them complain. You don't want to hear them complain. Like, this is, you know, just deal with it. The people that don't have Jaguars, that's what we have to deal with them. Yeah, so when I saw that I thought of a wild thing for that.
Thanks, Artie.
We did it, baby!
When it comes to cannolis, Baby John DeLutro is king of New York. His Cafe Palermo is a Mulberry Street landmark with the most delicious desserts this side of Italy. Named the best cannoli by the Daily News, he's served over 200,000 desserts to loyal customers for 40 years. Chaz Parliamentary, Ray Romano, Ryan Seacrest, and tastemakers from around the world make Cafe Palermo their home. Stop by 148 Mulberry Street between Hester and Grand to visit Baby John. He'll even cater your next party. Cafe Palermo, it's what desserts are supposed to taste like.